In the North Atlantic Ocean is an island forged by fire and ice, covered by snowfields and massive glaciers that sculpt the mountains and valleys, leaving thundering waterfalls and plunging fjords. Iceland, a land of dramatic contrasts with green meadows, white glaciers, and black beaches. Full of breathtaking natural beauty, geysers, lava deserts, and volcanoes that rise out of the clouds. And it is on this Arctic island that every year a few brave men and their machines descend upon this remote and desolate land to challenge this fascinating world, to do battle and to honor their Viking ancestors. This is Formula Off-Road.
Ég heiti Sigurbjörn, torfara okkar mál, bitches.
We traveled nearly 10,000 miles to make it up here to the Arctic Circle. This is Hetla, Iceland. We're getting ready to check out Formula Off-Road. You look at the course, it is absolute insanity. These drivers are ready to go. They've had the drivers meeting. You look around, you see cliffs and ledges and rocks and crevices and all kinds of good stuff. And yeah, take a look up that. They got to drive up that.
What's going through your mind when you're coming up to that cliff? You got a plan, or is it stab it and go?
I don't know. I just stab it and go up and hope for the best. Yeah.
How many times have you been over in this thing?
I don't know.
Too many, huh?
Yeah.
It's always good to see people using things internationally that we use a lot of back home. Duct tape, very nice. Now, what are you doing?
Just making some, number.
Oh, getting that ready?
Yeah.
That's going to be covered in mud by the end of the day, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know. It and you guys too, probably a little bit. Now, you guys, listen, you guys use zip ties too, right? You like them?
Yeah.
Duct tape and zip ties, great. Internationally, some of the best tools you can have, are they not?
Yeah, it's very good. You can use it in everything. We use it to protect the car from water.
Hey, speaking of the water thing, what do you guys like that? Y'all like the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best thing.
You like that?
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
Driving water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Jesus walking water. We can drive on water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get there a little
He was only 200 pounds. It is 2,000 pounds.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it quite like that. That's a very good point.
My name is Jan Holst and I'm from Norway, and this is how I row.
Just go wild in Iceland!
Gísli Gunnar Jónsson heiti ég og ég ger þetta svona.
Dragons Ride rules.
Yeah.
Trucks gone wild.
It's been 2 days of some of the wildest 4x4 action we have ever seen. We met some great people, we saw some beautiful scenery, and we ate some horse meat. Now it's time to pack up and get back to the States. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning at the first annual Trucks Gone Wild Dysfunctional Family Reunion in one of our favorite places, Puddin Creek Mud Bog in Perry, Florida. As you can see, the family has gathered together and the party has officially begun. When the dysfunctional family gets together, you never know what kind of vehicles you're going to see because the family knows how to get creative. This is a reunion. It's all about family. Now let's meet some of the family members and find out what makes this whole family so dysfunctional. Captain, what's your whole role in this dysfunctional family thing?
I'm the captain.
I know that, but what's that mean?
It means I'm the godfather of this traveling circus.
I guess that pretty much wraps it up.
I'd have to say.
I'm the chief executive in charge of relocation from New Jersey to Florida.
I don't believe I need an introduction here.
because on these premises I happen to be the CEO of Crown Royal Consumption. And what I mean by Crown Royal Consumption is I consume Crown Royal in mass quantities. That's how I roll. Konnichiwa.
I'm the transportation czar for Trucks Gone Wild, which means I move all of our equipment, which includes beer, liquor, employees, and sometimes even some bobcats and other equipment that we need. It comes with a lot of responsibility, so I feel that I'm probably one of the most important key employees of this company.
You know, now that I think about it, I do everything for Trucks Gone Wild. I build all the tracks, I build all the equipment, I do all the work. I don't know how they would cease to exist if it wasn't for me. You know, I'm not bitter or anything, but that's just the way I see it.
I'm the executive chef for Trucks Gone Wild, and just to think, 5 years ago I started as a strap bitch. Dreams do come true.
road.
Red Chevy's trying to crank, silver bullet coming down.
Truck's going wild, baby!
That's how we roll, baby!
off my rim.
Oh, I built the truck in 4.5 weeks for James. Chucky was laid back in the hospital with a broken back and neck. My truck is together, but Chucky welded those room centers in there.
It's all on tape. Where's my keys?
Dude, you split that real bad. You need to get someone to look at it, seriously.
I'll be alright.
No, you're not going to be alright. You got to get someone to look at that.
Off-Road Park for one of the wildest 4x4 parties anywhere in the country. There ain't no party like a Bricks party, because a Bricks party just don't stop. Man, we're back at Bricks. One of the faces, one of the guys we wanted to see was you. You're back. That's awesome. You're like Mr. Excitement out here.
I have a blast when I'm at this. We're rocking and rolling all day long, slinging mud, having fun, banging balls in the wall all day.
slew was $3,000. Today it was $4,000 and still nobody took it. The next time we're in town, what's the bounty going to be up to? And is anybody ever going to make it through the slough?
Truck's gone wild!
Big money rigs, and there are big money rigs. Josh, man, tell me about how much you got in this whole deal.
Probably $170, $175.
Yeah, baby, this is it. And you're having more fun than anybody with these guys back here, right?
Oh, yes.
All around the country, it is clubs, it is groups of people that make these things successful, that come on out here and tear it up, like these guys, Redneck Off-Road. Smitty, how many of you are out here today, like 1,000?
I can't count them, Matt. We brought like 30 trucks down here. We had 20 of us in one convoy on Friday morning coming down. We all rolled together. This is how we play. Here's what we do. We come out here, we put on the best show we can with the best junk we got to have a hell of a good time.
That's how Redneck Off-Road does it, right?
That's how rednecks roll, bitches.
lot of people we run into thinking the vast majority of big trucks come from down south. That is not necessarily the case, and the proof is right here today. This is Burlington, Michigan, and this is easily one of the biggest gatherings of big trucks we've ever been to. And in true Trucks Gone Wild fashion, it's already completely out of control. You're the cat pretty much responsible for getting us up here and doing all this, man. Thank you very much, first of all. It's completely out of control, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
You're more than welcome. We're glad to have you here, and we'd like to have you back. These guys all came. A lot of them came here because you were coming. And we brought some horsepower today, and we brought a lot of big tires. And it's the biggest mud bog I've seen in Michigan.
We're going to jump in the mud.
Jump in the mud again.
Konnichiwa, bitches, it's happy hour, 11 Mile Road. Yay!
Hanging out out with Luke Mudwalker, man. Today is out of control, Luke. This is awesome. How's it going for you?
It is going awesome, Matt. Hey, I want to really thank you guys for coming to Michigan for the second time.
Right.
And Wild Time Dave and his girl Laura really put on a hell of a show.
Yeah,
here.
they did.
Lots of trucks. We've never had this much big trucks in Michigan at one gathering ever. This is like a historic moment.
Having a good time. I notice you keep looking off in that direction. What's up?
I got an idea.
What's that, man?
I'm thinking about hitting this jump over here. I've been watching a few people do it today, but just doesn't seem like they have enough enthusiasm or speed. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I think they could probably back it up a little bit further. We maybe hit it a little faster, right?
We could try that. Speed never hurt anybody.
Well, no. It's actually a lot of fun to watch, but I kind of like the way this guy thinks. You took direction well. You did it exactly as planned. The ending was, whatever. But that's awesome. And guaranteed to make the video.
Great. And that's what we're looking to do. We're really out there to please the crowd. We're really out there to show you how we do it Midnight Mutter style. We're in Michigan. Michiganders.
This really is the biggest mud truck gathering, I think, in the history of Michigan. I mean, it's huge, ton of trucks. Even the Mudslinger came down from Minnesota. Chad, it's always great to see you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate being here. I mean, I'm glad I was invited to come out and try to tear it up a little bit. I'm really impressed with the quality of trucks out here. They build some pretty badass stuff.
Motorcycle Park in Ocala, Florida, home of the Southeast Tough Truck Challenge, the SETTC. Now, it's a lot different terrain, a lot different vehicles than we're normally used to, and some other different things as well. You know, like rules and organization.
You know, you got to pin it to win it. You know, we come out here, they give us a good course. It's fast, it's what we wanted. All these trucks are doing great, man. You know, got the suspension dialed. This crowd wants to see a show. You know, they don't want to see some rock crawling. We want to see some trucks on some damn motocross tracks. You know.
Hanging out with Robin Stover out of Four Wheeler Magazine. This is one of your pet projects out here and really getting to test it out. That's got to be fun, huh?
Oh, it's been a blast, man. I tell you, this has been a lifelong dream of mine to be in this event.
We use it quite a bit at our Tough Truck Challenge out in Hollister Hills every year for different things, but we never really get to compete with it. So this was a great opportunity for us to take it out and try to prove that it was built right and that it really could do what we intended to do with it, and it was a great opportunity for us.
We had a great time out here at the Southeast Tough Truck Challenge. Always good to see familiar faces. Justin Langford is out here, man. Beautiful day, about 95 degrees, a lot of carnage, man. You have a good time?
Oh, I had a blast.
Very cool. Now listen, I have dared you to jump your truck. You've done it. I dared you to jump it through a camper and endo it. You did that. But I've got something you won't do, man. I don't think you'll jump off that cliff.
Watch this.
Oh!
They just broke out of prison.
This is the Copper Mines Off-Road Park just outside of Altus, Oklahoma. We're sitting on about 500 acres with all kinds of things going on. Competition areas, play areas, campgrounds, hills, rocks, lakes, mud, everything in between. Right here, this is Beer Top Mountain, one of our favorite places. But you know, wherever we go, that's how it is, because that's Beer Top Road. That is the Beer Top Pit area. The Beer Top campgrounds over there, and we're about to go head over to Beer Top Lake. It's always cool to get in with the people and mix and mingle and everything. Take a look at this. This is Bruiser right here. Bruiser, what do you think of this whole Copper Mines thing? You like this place? What do you think, Bruiser? What do you think? And we're checking out all the action on the sidelines, man. This is Dwayne out here, man, the Copper Mines. What do you think of the place?
I think it's awesome. This is my first time here. I'm from Tulsa, and we got some places around there to off-road, but it's nothing like this.
These dudes get crazy when the sun goes down. We're about out of daylight. Now it's time to head to the bottom and have some real fun. Grab a little dinner, check out the band, and have a good time. That's what it's all about. Hey, Cody, can a brother get a rib?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Look at this. This is Cowpunchers Barbecue, the best barbecue on the planet. Now I'm going to sit down and perform a little ribalingus on these babies.
Trucks Gone Wild, baby! Yeah!
Red Bull gave me wings to flip over. I just want to thank Red Bull and Jesus.
That's how I roll, bitches.
That's how we roll, bitches.
That's how we roll, bitches.
But while we're here, we'd like to remind you that this is a family-friendly event. Please, ladies and gentlemen, remain properly clothed at all times.
You pretend the camera's not even here. Let's go right there. on my chin.
I know advanced transports. All right.
anytime you're ready.
We're getting ready for the Southeast Tough Truck Challenge right here at the Hard Rock Off-Road Park in Ocala, Florida. You see me, Trip?
Now turn your head around. Good job.
Killdozer is alive! That was perfect, actually. My bad. Don't do it again.
Hey, I'm at Puddin' Creek here. What can I get here at Puddin' Creek?
You can get anything you want.
Oh, you that up. Hold on. I can get what?
You can get anything you want.
One more time. Hey, what can I get here in Perry?
You can get anything you want.
Anything?
Anything. Me mowed you long time.
Yeah.
Buddy, cool shirt. Is that a political statement out here at the 4x4 event, man? Going green and all, or what?
No, not actually. Yeah, I'm just, I do like Earth and everything else, but, you know, I like what these guys are doing. They're having a great time.
We're big fans of Earth, too. You know, we like the dirt part, really. Iceland, bitches.
I'm going to Wichita.
Pause.
We're gonna sling some mud, go deep. I got a feeling that people in China's gonna hear the rumble. We're digging down. We're digging way down.
Mom's not here today to bring you a beer. Sorry. She'll be here later.
The cameraman has to have a beer every now and then. Yeah, Carl, this Miller Lite for you. Woo!
Yeah! He reads good.
Videotape this, baby.
Oh, I am.
Right here. You cannot beat this place for a good mud in your crag experience.
Truck's going wild, baby. That's how we roll. I put my monkey upstairs.
Sometimes I have a couple beers and I get a little sidetracked.
As you can see in the background, the guys are all getting a breathalyzer test before the race. If we did this back home, we probably wouldn't even have a race.
Good combination.
And guns and trucks.
No, Nissan.
What are you guys doing here? You guys come here often?
I'm in Iceland on my knees at a geyser.
I'm laying on my back.
Craig's on his back.
Is Craig accepting the geyser?
I love his geyser. All of them like these. Hey, what does this thing say? 0 minutes left.